Shout out to everybody who got me together in a comment section about my shade fan facing the wrong way. I didn't know. It was hot in my room, so I was like, you know, but it was backwards. So thank you guys for looking out. You always look out. Like how I know you're going to try to read me for my struggle cat eye. I'm trying something new here. I've never done it before, and I've realized that it's very difficult to do if your eyes, like my eyes are not symmetrical. So I've been struggling because one eye is not like the other. Same thing with my eyebrows, so it's been a little difficult. And I know I have fashionista and makeup people who watch me or whatever. If you have any ideas, tips, or tricks, let me know, because I'm going to be practicing my cat eye all weekend, because it's something I don't want to perfect. I realized when I did my makeup today that I did not know how to do that, and it bothers me. When I can't do something, unless it's exercise, I obsess about it until I get it. So I'm going to be working on this for a while. So you're probably going to see me with a cat eye for the rest of May and maybe parts of June until I get this thing right, because I spent like almost a good hour trying to get my cat eye perfect, and I'm still struggling. Keep me in your prayers. Anyway, this episode seems like it's going to be a lot of fun. We have influencers who are coming in to do the mini drag. You know how they always do on RuPaul's Drag Race, where one of the queens takes somebody and gives them a drag look. Mainly someone who hasn't done drag before. So this should be interesting. These episodes normally are. I really like when they make over straight men, because it for me, I feel like it kind of bridges a gap. But I'm interested to see these influencers, and I'm interested to see the looks. I'm interested to see the dynamics, and I feel like this is going to be a light episode. So drag Twitter has been putting out so many theories, and there's one theory that I'm not saying that I fully believe, but it's got me thinking. One theory is that Eureka is being set up to win, and that she will win the crown because she injured herself last season on RuPaul's Drag Race. And actually, if she wanted to sue, she had a really strong lawsuit. So the show not only brought her back, but gave her a one-way ticket to the crown, because one, they don't want to be sued because they'll probably lose, and also it'll be bad press for the show. So as a RuPaul stan, I kind of don't want to believe it, but I'm telling you, since I read that theory, it has stuck in my head and it has been bugging the hell out of me. But I also think that they can't rig a show, because I actually worked on a game show once as talent, and like the contract we had was like ironclad and crazy, and it was because of, I don't know if you've seen the movie, it came out back in the day, it was called Quiz Show. It was about a game show that actually rigged the game for certain contestants to win money, and like the federal government got involved because the TV show was deceiving the viewers, and it was a big deal. So there's actually laws against rigging competitions, especially when there's money involved. So I don't think that legally they can do that, but there's always loopholes around things, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not sure, but as I look at it, it kind of makes a bit of sense. What do you guys think? Do you think that the competition is being rigged for Eureka to win? Or do you think that it's just how it's playing out? Now, I will say there are a lot of queens who are complaining about Eureka and just complaining how the show is after they've been eliminated. But the queens who are complaining, for me, when I've watched them all the season, even though there's editing, I don't feel like they've put up the same drag that other queens were putting up that are still here, just in my opinion. But let me know what you guys think. Also, I had no idea that I missed that double split with Eureka and Cameron. Now, I was watching it. Oh, shout out to Cameron, who actually liked one of my clips that I put up of Drag Race, of my review. Cameron actually liked it, and I was just like, because I always get like a lot of Drag Race Instagram fan pages who follow me, which I love. Thank you guys for the support. But rarely do I actually get the actual drag queens on the season watching my reviews or liking my content. So I felt, I felt good that I was doing a little something that somebody who was actually on the season enjoyed. As a fan of the show and as a content creator, it felt good. Anyway, I had no idea that Cameron did that side split, because I was so focused on Eureka because I was worried about her knee. That was the only reason why I was watching Eureka. I thought she did well as well, but I felt like Cameron was giving it to her. But I realized that I was laser focused on Eureka because when she was doing the splits, I became very concerned. But baby, when I watched it back and I saw Cameron do that side split, I said, oh honey, that's why you stayed, because Cameron brought it. Like when I watched it previously, I wasn't really focused on Cameron. But when I saw that side split, I was just like, okay, that's what Rue meant about a lip sync for your life. I honestly agreed that it was a lip sync for your life, especially last week, but seeing the flashback and seeing Cameron jump in that side split, and then like she like waited in it for a minute, like she did the side split and was like, and then looked up and shook the wig. I was like, wait a minute, sis. Teach me. So Aquaria is normally messy, right? I feel like this messy Aquaria after the lip sync for your life, I feel like this messy Aquaria is for TV time, because it just didn't make any sense. Like she was like struggling to explain what she was saying, and I think it's because she was trying to find words to say just to like keep the camera on. I think she's watched Eureka long enough to realize like this is what I have to do to make a name for myself or give myself as much time, screen time, as I can on this show, because it just didn't make any sense. But I was here for Asia, because I don't think that Aquaria was ready for Asia, who read her for filth as she should have. Asia was just like, why are you making this about you? Two people almost went home and you are making this situation about you, and you're not making any sense. I was so happy that she dragged her, because everything that Asia said to Aquaria was what I was thinking. She took the words right out of my mouth, and I was just really proud of Asia in that moment, because Asia is normally the one who is complaining about other queens when she does poorly, and here is Aquaria not doing the same thing, but kind of. She's complaining about other queens staying when she thinks that she's doing really, really great. And although I think that this was calculated, I do think that she has some kind of feeling behind that, though. I do think that she wanted to, a lot of them, you know, wanted to be top 5. They wanted somebody to go home so they could be closer to the crown. And I also think that she feels like she knows this game from watching it. That's why I was glad when Asia called it out. It was just like, your perception of drag is from what you've seen from Drag Race. You don't know what they can do. You don't know where it can go. And I think she was trying to read her immaturity in drag, and I don't think it was a negative way. I do think, I mean, reads are always negative, but I do think that it was just an observation of, oh, child, so it came off. I think it was an observation about just where she is in drag and how she's singing it. And Asia, being older in drag, has seen more, and she has a totally different perspective. And I was here for everything she said. I felt that. So now we're at the stage where, because it's 6 queens left, now it's the Tennessee versus New York queen. So this is our next storyline within the remaining episodes of this season. Now we're going to get a battle of the North and the South. We're going to get a basically a civil war on Drag Race. And I'm interested to see how that's going to play out, because Eureka introduced it. So I'm interested to see who's actually going to play in it and who's actually going to use it as an opportunity to catapult themselves while allowing the other queens to do the dirty work. Who do you think? I feel like Aquaria is going to be the one who gets into this, you know, North versus South kind of beef, but she's not going to be on anybody's team, really. I think she's going to say what she has to say to really, you know, align with certain people, but I think at the end of the day, she's always looking out for herself. And not saying that the other queens aren't, but I think that there are queens who are going to get into the Tennessee versus New York beef, and then I feel like somebody like Aquaria is going to say she's a part of it, but she's still playing the game, which is smart. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, this is a competition, and you want to win, so I can't hate at the hoes who can see the game and the hoes who cannot. It is what it is. You better stay woke. And wait a minute, I'm not done. I am done, but I just had to say that because Asia, when she did that, it was unexpected in the confessional. You know, they kept that editing because it was hilarious. She was reading Aquarius. She was like, and another thing, I'm not done. I love her. Asia is really stepping it up for me this episode, because I was feeling some sort of way about her ever since she did all that crying on the runway about how she was helping those other girls and she would not have been here if she helped them. And now that she got back, you know, and untucked and cussed them out because she did poorly. So I really wasn't feeling her for a minute, but she's back in my good graces. Come through, pageant queen. Come through. The next day, Aquaria apologizes. Smart. Smart. She playing the game, y'all. If y'all can't see it, she is playing the game. Aquaria will go off on somebody, read somebody down, and get all this screen time. Then after she gets that screen time, by doing something negative, the next moment or the next day, she corrects it and shows growth. Smart. So, this mini trade challenge. First, wait a minute. Before we even get into it, did you guys see Monet Exchange going off on Twitter about trade and talking about how, you know, trade men are like down low and they kill people in the community? Listen, I watch a lot of Forensic Files. Monet got a point. That's all I'm gonna say. But I just wasn't expecting her to go off like that. And it was a juicy time in the comment section. Anyway, this mini challenge is cute. I'm not surprised by who appeared more trade-ish than others. Like, of course, Cameron was going to slay. But the thing that bothered me is that Cameron looked very good on set, right? But then the picture that Rue chose, Cameron looked sickly. Like, I was just like, that does not look like sexy trade. That looks like I'm 2 seconds away from turning into a full-on zombie. It just didn't look attractive at all. And Aquaria, sweetie, does Aquaria know what trade is? I think she does. Mother just can't pull it off because, I mean, she looked cute, but it was still very effeminate. Monet. She tried. She tried. Oh, Randy was hideous. And I feel like Monet would be a very attractive trade, but I get the character in her wanted to go for Randy, but ooh, that Randy was terrifying. Eureka was terrifying. Eureka was terrifying. And I feel like that's who Eureka would be had it not been for drag saving her. Because I was just like, oh my goodness, this is the guy that you see on Forensic Files. You know what I mean? When they do that reenactment and your car breaks down and the woman ends up disappearing and being strangled somewhere, her body is found 7 years later. That's what Eureka was giving me. Serial killer tea. Yeah, I could see her playing a Lifetime movie of the week serial killer. Good job, Eureka. Miss Cracker. I don't know, guys. I think it was either Eureka or Cameron who called it. I think it might be Aquaria and Miss Cracker's time in the bottom today. Or maybe it's Miss Cracker's time to go because I'm just not getting wowed by Miss Cracker. And I was before the show started. I was team Miss Cracker and Dusty Ray Bottom. So you see where my standing went. So I don't know. I'm just like, I want her to rise to the occasion, and I just think that she's not on this show. Because outside of the show, Miss Cracker's a sickening queen, but sometimes the competition just gets the best of people. So I don't know, guys. I don't know. I really thought that she would kill it, and I'm not seeing it. Now, can we talk about Asia? I feel like Asia would have been... gonna tell my tea. I feel like Asia would have been like my boyfriend in church. Cause my gaydar was off as a kid, and like all my church boyfriends are out and proud today. But Asia as trade, I was just like, oh, Asia is fine. And I was just, and then in that moment I was like, yeah, she would have got me back in the day. She would have got me. Now we're getting to the Maxi challenge, and I just want to say this. Is it me, or does Frankie Grande give you guys cuckoo? I was just like, is that cuckoo? Frankie Grande is giving me cuckoo. Do you guys see it? Because I sure as hell saw it, and I was just like, does Cynthia Fontaine come back again? How many chances she gonna get, Rue? You know what, Eureka? I see what you're doing. So Eureka in this strategy, I was just cracking up because she was like, I know with Aquaria, her and Kingsley are gonna have the great looks, but she's gonna struggle with the makeup. What she's trying to say is Aquaria is not gonna be able to do that dark skin. Catch! Asia, darling, why would you allow Raymond to put that jacket on? Once Raymond put that jacket on, it was just like lights, camera, action. Sorry, Miss Jackson. And I totally agree with Raymond. I saw that jacket and I was drooling. You put that jacket on me, or I put it on myself, whoever put it on me, I'm not taking it off. That jacket is amazing. Like, how can you not have that reaction? And I feel like Asia going along with it puts her in a situation, because the last challenge, not the last challenge, but you know, the challenge that she almost went home on, she struggled because she was helping making everybody else's garments and she forgot about herself. So I feel like her trying to recreate this jacket is going to put her in a bind, take away time that she needs to perfect both looks, and she's going to end up not matching what she created for Raymond, and the looks will be unequal, and it's going to be called out, especially by Michelle Visage. So I'm just like, girl, why did you even agree to that? It don't seem smart to me. Raymond would have to understand, like, listen, this is my competition. I want to win. I don't have time to make that jacket. Let's go with a different look. I don't know why these queens don't take charge of these kind of challenges within this competition. Whenever there's a guest on or somebody that they have to work with who is not within the competition, they always bow down to what that person wants. And I'm just like, no, you have to do what you need to do to win. You have to convince that person in the nicest way possible that this is what we need to do. Like, do y'all want this money or not? Monet exchange and short change. Cute. I want Monet to make it to the top. I do not feel like her looks are, no shade, worthy enough for her to make it there. But I feel like her personality outweighs everything. You know what I mean? I just hope that from here on out she turns out some sickening looks, because I want her to take the crown. I feel like Ru really wants her to take the crown, because at the end of the day, you want somebody who's going to represent your brand properly. And I feel like Monet would do that. When I was at DragCon, her line was sick. Like, it was ridiculous, the amount of, not only the amount of time that you needed to wait to get to see her, but also the line. Like, it was ridiculous in a good way. You know what I mean? She's not, her season isn't even done. And her line was like almost the same length as Valentina's. You know what I mean? And then it was like close to Bianca Del Rio. So it was interesting to see, and it was very well deserved, because Monet is just, it's just a great character. I feel I get a lot of Bob from her. I also get a lot of Bianca Del Rio, in the sense that this is somebody who is going to be very good with the community, going to be very good with the audience, going to be great with the fans. Somebody who will wear this crown in a way that it should be worn, in a way that you could be proud of, as not just RuPaul, as RuPaul's Drag Race the show, as DragCon, as a fan. She was really great with her fans. She really, I watched her, and she, I don't know, Monet is just somebody who I would love to win, and I just don't know if she's going to pull out a win, because so far I have not seen great looks, and it's unfortunate. She could take this whole thing, but the looks just do not match the personality or the talent. Sis, I hope after this season they bring you back on All Stars and you get somebody, some kind of, not sponsor, but like Asia, after her season, people were just giving her stuff, because they loved her drag. They love what she did on the show. And I'm hoping that that happens with Monet, that she gets that same kind of sponsorship and support. And then we see her again on maybe like an All Stars, and see what she's really able to do when she has the funds and the eye to bring together the looks that could get her a win. Poor Tyler. He was all into it. He was very supportive. He was doing his best to listen and understand what Miss Cracker was saying. But when Miss Cracker broke down tucking, I'm telling you, I could see his soul leave his body. Oh, Lord, Miss Cracker, baby. Eureka set you up, sweetie. You got some work on you. But I mean, I don't know if Eureka knew that Tyler was straight, and like just didn't know about drag. You know, how could she know that? But I'm just like, ooh, But I will say this: Tyler seems very willing and very accepting of what he may have to do to pull off a great look. So I think, although Miss Cracker may have some work with Tyler, I think she has somebody who wants her to win and will do what it takes. But man, when she broke down that tucking, Tyler almost looked at the camera and was just like, okay, this is enough for me, I'm out. Oh, I hope they paid him a good little appearance. Grande is so adorable. But can we just be real here? Like, Frankie is talking about the struggle, trying to become a star out here, and started the YouTube channel, and it's taking off. No tea, no shade, boo. But your sister's popularity really helped with your YouTube popularity, because you're going by Frankie Grande. That's your name, you know what I mean? But if you didn't have that Grande attached, can we be real? You probably would still be big, but it would not have happened as quickly as it does, because look at me. Don't get it twisted. I'm the bee's knees up in here. I'm giving you quality content, but my last name ain't Knowles. It's Star. Good enough. Oh, poor Cameron. She has a straight, but she has a straight that is intimidating. You know what I mean? I feel like Miss Cracker got the more willing straight. And I'm not saying anything against Anthony, but I just feel like Tyler came to the table and was very up and was just like, okay, let's do this. And Anthony's like, what does hyper feminine mean? And I'm like, ooh, Cameron, I don't know. But we'll see. We'll see. Like, I don't know. I only know of Frankie Grande, and that's because of Ariana. I don't know these other. I do know of Tyler, but for a totally different reason. But he's grown. But I don't know of these other YouTube stars, and I don't know how they are on their channels. But so far, to me, with Tyler, so far as I know, being the second straight guy there, Tyler's very open and very willing to help. Is that his name? Child, the straight one who was scared of tucking, him. I feel like I don't know. I feel like he's going to be a lot easier than Anthony, but we'll see. We'll see. I don't know him, so let's keep on watching. I feel so bad for Cameron when Anthony said his girlfriend. Oh, Cameron, I swear. Cameron got 2 feet shorter. Oh, baby. Our poor Cameron was just like, I am very uncomfortable around straight men. And you could tell, like, as soon as she heard girlfriend, she switched up. And I'm like, Cameron can't get any quieter. Lord. I hope she pull out a win. I hope this is good editing to make me think something else, but I hope she really pulls it out because Cameron's a sickening queen. She really, really is. I think it's because she's so quiet and people don't pay attention to her, but I've been watching Cameron since she threw that Maleficent number on that runway. I was just like, okay, you came to play. You came to play, but it's the personality. So that's what I think won't get her the crown, but I think it's going to get her a great fan base, and I think it's going to get her booked. Her looks alone, what she's done on the show, very bookable. But the personality, you got to realize this is a TV show that is giving a huge opportunity and a lot of money to essentially a brand ambassador for the show. So you got to have the whole shebang. You got to have the look, you got to have the personality, and you have to have the fan appeal. And I think Cameron has the fan appeal. I think Cameron has the look. It's the personality. It's not that it's bad. It's just not good for dealing with a large amount of people and being the face of something. Sorry, baby. You still fine. You know what? I'm not even going to sit here and drag Tyler Oakley for how he walks in the hills because, baby, I look the same. I can't walk in a hill to save my life. Not to mention that I have a really bad ankle injury. So I can't like wear anything over 4 feet. And if I do, it's terrifying. It really is. It's like a 2-year-old toddler who found their mother's shoes and they are clicking and clacking around, trying to get around the house, trying to imitate their mother. The only part about it is that I'm not excited about it. I look like I'm constipated. So yeah, I feel for Tyler because I know what it is. I know what it's like going through that foot torture. Oh, but they make my legs look so slim and cute and like I actually work out. Ugh. Speaking of workout, I gotta meet my personal trainer this week. Guys, keep me in your prayers. I don't want to do it, but I need to. I gotta get bookable. I'm getting work now, but can you imagine the work I will get snatched? Girl gotta do what a girl gotta do, and I'm trying to get a prince. Princess Megan ain't gonna be the only Baps up in here. I'm in no position to determine who's a top or who's a bottom or who's first. Not my monkeys, not my circus, but Rue loves the butt. You know what? Do bottoms love butts as well? I don't know. Guys, forgive me. I'm a straight. I'm still trying to figure it out. Like my friends, my gay friends talk, especially my gay guy friends talk about stuff around me, and I just like I know, you know what I mean? Because I don't want to be rude, but I'm just I do want to ask some questions sometimes. But I feel like Rue was giving me top. Am I wrong? So I like how the queens and their mini queens are having fun in the workroom. Anthony, first of all, that outfit that Cameron Michaels gave you, sweetie, sickening. But I'm concerned for Miss Cracker. I really, really am. Because her and Chester, I've been calling him Tyler, her and Chester, like she said, are really subdued and they're trying to break out of it. I'm like, are you going to break out of it by, you know, the runway and by this performance? Because now they have to do like this mini video of RuPaul's song, and I don't know. I'm so concerned about Cracker, and I'm so concerned because I feel like she may be going home. And it's unfortunate because I feel like she's such a good queen, and we've seen it, right? But we're just not seeing it on the show. Oh, yo. Miss Cracker did the damn thing. Okay, so they were setting us up like she gonna go home this competition. Mother gonna win. Chester looks Chester doesn't even look like Chester. This is the best drag twin or drag sibling, I can't even talk, reveal, or they've done this before and it's never been this good. I cannot get myself together. Miss Cracker did a phenomenal job. Wow. Wow. Even Chester was just like, who is that? You know what? Miss Cracker did such a good job. I feel like we may get another drag queen. Chester Cookie is into it. Like, he cannot stop looking in himself in the mirror. He had no, like, not saying he had no personality, but he was really subdued. After this makeover, he is living, honey. Miss Cracker and created some more competition. I wouldn't be surprised if we'll see Cookie on Drag Race. Yes, season 12. Come through, Cookie. Did the robot version of Mal show up? Because is this how he is in real life? Hi, Ru. I'm so excited to be here. Maybe we need to recharge his battery or something, because I was just like, baby, this is Drag Race. You are supposed to go up. Do you know how hard it is to get on that show as a judge? And you were sitting up there as a judge and you were, hi, Ru. I'm so happy to be here. Baby, Ru, pick me next time. Oh, I would make a whole scene. Ratings. Ratings gold. Get into it. Get into it. I love Lizzo, and I love that she is giving us 90s ghetto hood fab throwback with this hair, because let me tell you something. I used to wear my hair like this. Back in the day, baby, this was my soft pop hair, okay? Get into it. I was ghetto. Still am. Still am. Don't get it twisted. I could go hood in a second for fun reasons or for getting a hoe together. Don't play me. Ru, this dress. I've been falling out of love with the outfits, guys. I thought that the way Ru started off season 10, I thought we were going to get some sickening looks. This is the second look that I feel like is unfinished. However, did you see how our girl Miss Vanjie showed up again? How are you on one episode and you are the most famous contestant on the season that you left on the first damn day? That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Okay, so we're at the runway, and first up is Asia O'Hara and America O'Hara. Oh, America. Yeah, America O'Hara was giving me Kellyanne Conway. No tea, no shade. You shouldn't do drag, boo-boo. You don't got the face for it. It was like a mixture of Kellyanne Conway with a bit of the Crypt Keeper. Ooh, the look. But I love the confidence and I love the outfit. But I just don't think I got sisterhood from them. And I just think that Asia just had a really masculine face to work with. Sorry. Like Eureka and Frankie, they were cute. I liked what they did. I liked the story that she told. That was a cute little pair. Aquaria and Capricia or Kingsley. I hate that this is an elimination episode. I feel like this should always be an episode where the queens remain, because you can't base my place in the competition off of somebody who's not competing. And I'm not saying that Kingsley doesn't want Aquaria to win and did not do the best that Kingsley can do, but it's just like Kingsley didn't sign up for Drag Race to be on the, to compete on the show. And it's like, you're going to give as much as you can give when it's really you on the line. And this isn't Kingsley's thing. And it just didn't, they didn't look right. Like Aquaria, she did the best that she could do with Kingsley, but she was beat to the gods and she was dressed to the gods, and Kingsley looked like the help. You know what I mean? It just, I didn't see sisterhood. I didn't see any similarities, and I think Aquaria is going to be in the bottom. She better have a damn good video or she's going to be in the bottom. Miss Cracker and Cookie, I thought they were cute. I really, really did like this duo. My only problem, and I think Michelle is going to check her on this, is that Miss Cracker had this butterfly thing and Cookie didn't, and it kind of took away from the similarities. And I feel like if they both had the same wig, maybe it would have worked a little bit more in her favor, but I think they did good. I think if they're not in the top, they'll be safe. It all depends on the video. Well, they exchanged and shirt change. Cute. Didn't get sibling, ness from them. I got really good friends, or like co-workers. And I got that shirt change was like the co-worker in her 60s hanging out with the young, hip receptionist. I don't know. I don't know if Monet will be safe or in the bottom. Again, it all depends on the video, but I think they were cute. Ooh, Cameron, sis, you in danger, girl. Yeah, Kelly and Cameron didn't do it for me. Why didn't you work on Kelly's walk, Cameron? Kelly's walk is terrible. It looks like a boy in a jumpsuit for the very first time. And the way Anthony was walking, I was like, oh, Cameron, you should have clocked that. Oh, Cameron, are you going to be in the bottom again? Lord, I hope they have a better video than this runway. Oh, this is disturbing. I love Ru, I really do, but I feel like this video was just a plug for her songs. And normally all of the video competition challenges that they do is for that, but at least they have much better substance. We could have done without this. This could have been something that you left as like an online clip or something. I didn't think that it was worth TV time. It just wasn't good quality. It just, I didn't think it was necessary, and I also didn't think that it was something they should be judged on. Like, I don't know. I just feel like it was a plug for her new song, and I hope they don't judge them on this video because it's unfair. And I also think it's unfair to judge them on somebody else's drag. Judge them on the beat. You know what I mean? Judge them on like their beat of their face or how they style them, but don't judge them on making this person a drag queen in a few hours. You know what I mean? I just don't think it's fair. This 13 Reasons Why kid don't want to be here. Who is his agent and how did he get him on this show? This kid don't want to be You look like you've been working together for a very long time. Like, can we get him a 5-hour energy or something, or get him off this show? He don't want to be here. Sorry, I'm eating my fiber because I'm trying to get snatched. Chester is loving this, okay? Happy birthday. They're not going to be able to get Chester out of drag. Nah. Chester is probably still in the same drag outfit months later.
Glasses. I felt like you were taking like your co-worker who never gets out, and you dressed her up, and you're like, come on, Stacy, we're gonna go out to the local gay bar.
Didn't I call it? Ru, darling, you're wasting time. Make me a judge on this show. I know what I'm talking about. Michelle Visage, you got competition, baby. So like I predicted, because I'm that chick, Miss Cracker is safe. The work that she did on Cookie was like phenomenal. You know what I mean? It was the best look up there, not just of the makeover, but just on that drag race stage. Cookie kills. So I was not surprised that she won. I'm happy that she won because Miss Cracker needs it. She's a great queen, and I think she needs this for her confidence because, you know, the show kind of shook her confidence a bit, so I'm glad that she's getting this. Unfortunately, Monet and Cameron are lip syncing for their life, and I'm kind of pissed off for Monet because I felt like she did a much better job than Aquaria. Aquaria made herself look sickening and then threw Kingsley out there. You know what I mean? Like, Kinsley was the help. Kinsley was the peasant and Aquaria was the queen. She could have turned it around and made herself the peasant or the baby sister or whatever and really put all her focus onto Kingsley since she was always going to look sickening because that's her aesthetic. And I felt like that should have put her in the bottom. I don't know why she escaped this and Monet was thrown in there. I don't know. I don't know why. I didn't think that Monet deserved to lip sync. She did deserve to be in the bottom because, again, I didn't see family resemblance, but I don't think that she deserved to lip sync for her life. It should have been Aquaria and Cameron. So before we get into this lip sync, can I just say that Lizzo was a great judge. I loved her comfortability. I loved the critiques that she was giving. I loved the way in which she gave it. She had some really on point critiques. She had a lot of comedy, a lot of passion, a lot of joy. Like, I enjoyed watching her. I would love to see more of her on TV. I know she's a singer and she's traveling all around and she makes great music, got the album. Everything she puts out, I purchase because she's worth it. Like, she's a great investment. But I would love to see her on TV. I think she has it in her. I would like to see her do more stuff like this because she's a great judge. She's great for television, and I just really enjoyed watching her. And the fact that they are singing one of her songs. Okay, Ru, you better put another queen on. I like what you doing. I heard the song and I was just like, Monet got this. Then the camera cuts to Cameron and I'm like, sis is showing up. Cameron, I need to see her perform. I really, really do. I don't know if she's LA based, but I want to see what oh no, she's based in the South. Cameron, come out to LA, baby, and get some good coins because you are giving it and giving it to me in a familiar kind of tease, okay? Now, once why you like them black men. So just watching her, I'm just like, I don't know who's going to take this win. And I really, like, I'm most definitely going to see Monet X Change perform. But I'm really looking for a spot where I'll be able to see Cameron because she is giving it. And I'm sad that it takes a lip sync for your life for us to see what she's able to bring. But baby, Mother is showing up and I love it. Monet, what the hell did you just do? So oh God. Oh God, Monet, I know you trying to stay in the competition. She leaves, comes back on the runway, does like a half split, slides and kicks over a bulb. Oh sis, this may be it for you. This may be it. Oh. We'll see you on All Stars. I knew it. I knew it when she knocked that bulb off that she was going home. The thing is, I think Monet was done. It wasn't the normal joy and fun. I felt like she was just getting through it because she was pissed off that she was in the bottom again. I think if she gave a little bit more, she would have stayed, but you can't give any more when you don't have nothing left to give. She was done. She was done. So, I can't say anything about it. Cameron just gave more, and it was more, I don't know, it was just a better lip sync, and I just feel bad because I could feel her pain. I could feel Monet's pain. But what's going to happen with Monet? Trust me, she's going to leave this show. She's already doing really good with the fans throughout the season. And that looks good to, you know, the producers and, you know, the EPs of the show. She's also going to get better sponsorship, more sponsorship. She's also going to be able to leave the show, and she's probably doing it right now, charging a ridiculous booking fee because she can. Like I said before, every drag queen that comes through Drag Race has this on their resume, so they're automatically guaranteed more money. And that is going to put her in the space financially, and also give her a certain status with makeup people, hair people, designers that want to dress her. Will also put her in the upper echelon where she can get the garments to really complement her personality and her drag. And I think that that was just her issue. The drag did not match the performer. And I think when all of that comes together, she's going to be a sickening queen. And that's why I said see you on All Stars. I feel like we're going to see her on All Stars. I feel like we're going to see Miss Vanjie on All Stars, and we're going to see the Vixen. If we don't see all three, I think we're going to see two out of those three from this season. I guarantee you. And then to see my boo crying and, you know, picking up her tears with the sponge. Monet, listen, you won so many hearts on this show, sis. You're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. But I hate to see you go. Like the same thing with Monique. That was the comedy and the joy and the fun of the show. Now it's just going to be nitty-gritty competition. And I think at this point, it's just going to be Eureka. I really, really do. At this point, she's the only one that has that kind of track record on this show to really take home the crown. It could be an upset and be Miss Cracker. I mean, not an upset like that. I wouldn't be pissed, but just to have somebody who's only won one challenge take the crown. You know what I mean? We still got a couple more episodes to go, so we'll see. But yeah, Monet is gone. So next week, with Monet gone, like I said, the joy and the comedy has left at this point. So it's just going to be negative and catty from here on out, but not like in a bad way. I think now it's going to get as cutthroat as Drag Race can be, not All Stars. And I'm okay with that because I feel like they have a balance here. So I'm okay with it getting a little grimy and gritty at the end. You know, it's a TV show. They got to give us entertainment. I'm looking forward to that show next week because just from the clips, I'm like, oh, this is going to be a nail biter because it seems like Asia is calling people out. We're going to get our baby Cheyenne back, and then we're going to have Ashanti as a guest judge. I'm excited. Lena Dunham is going to be there. I'm looking forward to Twitter. I'm looking forward to the Twitter when Lena Dunham hits the stage as a guest judge because homegirl just keeps on making missteps. I feel like she wants to do right, but it just doesn't go well every time. Man. Anyway, that's where it ends. I'm sorry that I didn't do Untucked last week. I did do it, but something happened with like my recording and it just didn't record properly. And I was too exhausted to do another Untucked after that because I do this like live and then right after it I edit. So I was just too exhausted to do anything else. And I just didn't upload it because it was just like splotchy. It wasn't the quality content that I like to give you. But please stay tuned because I'm about to watch Untucked and I will upload that here right after this review, and I'll put it somewhere in this section where you'll see it and click on that and come and join me over in Untucked. And also, if you like what you see here, please like, comment, subscribe, and share, and I'll see you next week for the following episode of RuPaul's Drag Race. Love you guys. Bye.